and we just play it normally. Maybe we can get some, you know, good creatures. Oh boy. Man, this is insane! Like, this was turn 4 reanimation, we're at 40 life! Well, well, well. Hello, Monoret, to new standard. Double ley line? More like double conceit. Alright, you got it. You know what? I think this is how we play now. This is how... Man, the amount of value you get, this is just crazy. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and finally in Duskmorn we'll present this juggernaut of a deck. And I'll be honest guys, the new set blew my mind. It's perfect, it's so fun, it's so powerful, and you have completely different strategies. For example, we have the best reanimation spell in standard, I think in years, and we have insane amazing creature that can be reanimated and it cannot even be targeted because of the ward. So before we go into the gameplay, because I just want to show you everything, let's just go quickly through the cards so you get the idea. This is a 1 mana creature that can, you know, resurrect something. It doesn't require a tap, so you can basically pay 5 mana and get the resurrection. This is your cycling that can also draw cards, and with Bitter Triumph you can discard the card you want to reanimate. Nowhere to Run, a removal that also feeds the bargain, because we can Beseech the Mirror and get Rite of the Moth. So you basically played 8 of them. One of the cool interactions, you can use the Lair, which is a new enchantment land, as a bargain target. So you can use it to fuel Beseech the Mirror, resurrect the 9-drop, and instantly you win the game basically. With Commune with Evil, you put some cards into the graveyard that you want to reanimate, and you take one of them, probably a reanimation spell, and you gain 3 lives so you can survive another turn basically. So this is the main culprit, 4 mana resurrection spell that also has flashback for 6, so you actually get 2 resurrections. This card, well, it's something else, man. This is amazing. Live or Die, another resurrection effect. It doesn't, like, I didn't use it too much, alright, but it seems nice because it's an instant speed and it doubles down as a removal. Overlord of the Balemurk. Amazing card. All of the Overlords seems to be absolutely busted, I'll tell you, man. 2 mana for a 5/5 that already, you know, gives you a card from the graveyard, and also with mills card, so if you don't want to, you can just keep the Valgavoth, Terror Eater, in the graveyard for the resurrection. So this is the main card of the deck, of course. 9 mana, 9/9, flying, lifelink, ward, and your opponent needs to sacrifice 3 non-land permanents to even target it. So basically every time your opponent's card goes into a graveyard, it gets exiled instead, and you can cast them during your turn for free. You pay life, but you don't pay mana, so kinda for free. And this card is absolutely take over the game. If you resurrect it on turn 4, most of the players don't even have 3 permanents. And even if they have, if they want to remove this, they need to sacrifice the whole board. So you still get ahead and you can do it again in few turns. So the deck is amazing, I really liked it. Oh, and the Overlord. This one is amazing as well. It's basically 4 mana that creates 2 tokens that are 2/1 and flying, right? But later you get the full value, and it's a 6/6 that also creates those moths or insects every time it attacks. So it's a nice resurrection target, but also we can just play it as a 4-drop, and it's also amazing. You will sit in the games, it just buries your opponent under the value, especially if this can attack uncontested. You instantly get 2 blockers, so it can just be super aggressive. So guys, the set is perfect, the deck is amazing, let's go into games. And if you are, you know, feeling absolutely generous, consider joining the Patreon and, you know, supporting the channel, because we are making so many brews with this one. And I'll be honest, I couldn't choose the first deck because there are so many cool things in this one, so I just want to brew the new decks. So guys, have fun, enjoy, and I hope it will be the great time of your life. Alright guys, we are ready, and our opponent is Flash the Sloth. Well, we will see, my friend. Alright, man, I'm so excited to play this one. Let's start with maybe black mana. We will see. We'll probably go with a doll. I think that should give us, you know, some pressure in the board. It also doesn't die to go for the throat, which is cute. and it gets us potential to, you know, mill our reanimation target. We probably will commune with evil on the next turn, and that really sounds bad when you say it out of context. This figure, sure, I mean, alright. It doesn't change too much. This is a nice one. I think we should hit something. I might be overly optimistic, but I think we can do it. I like the gain 3 life. Man, usually it's the opposite. This is actually so cool. So this is a great turn to commune with evil. Again, sounds bad. So this should be the card. Yeah, let's just keep reanimating it forever. Even though we don't have too many targets, right? We only have one creature, but we can always take the doll or something. So no, we'll work with it. Oh my god, is this happening? I need double black for this, right? I'm just playing the payment, bro. I'm just paying the payment. We go to second main phase, so they have something. Oh, I paid zero attention to what my opponent is doing this whole game. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is turn 3. What you are? Terror eater. That's what you are. You just eat terror. What a nice hobby. Alright, so yeah, our opponent is kinda in a pickle. Because they cannot pay the ward, they have 0 permanents. So that means they cannot target it. Oh my god, this is so brutal. Alright, wait. I love those. They fit so perfectly, man. Alright, so we go with this one. I don't think we need 5 mana on this turn. It's a lie. Man, I love it. This is the best magic ever. Alright, we don't need this one. And I mean, let's go for this. Oh, we are going. You know it. I appreciate it, bro. I think they don't have too much, but they let us, you know, play the game. Let's go with one doll, and the second one will draw us a card, and this one will probably cycle planes. This is actually a really nice draw, right? I mean, that's interesting. I just realized you don't need to tap it. Probably something I should pay attention to. Man, this is insane. This is 5 mana reanimation spell. Alright, this is interesting. So they are fighting. For now, they actually, you know, didn't get anything in the graveyard, which is insane, because everything is an exile zone, so we cannot play it. That's kind of hilarious. However, we can just go with this guy. We cannot kill our opponent yet. And we just play it normally. Maybe we can get some, you know, good creatures. Oh boy. I don't need this one, so let's go for the doll, because we can draw so many. Man, this is insane! Like, this was turn 4 reanimation, we're at 40 life! Oh my god, this is not fair, man. This is not fair. They cannot even target it because they don't have enough permanents. They can kill this guy, but not the other one. And, alright, I mean, they're going all in, and I'm pretty sure it won't be enough. And here's our smuggler's surprise. Alright, man, those triggers will do a lot for them, but not win the game, I think. So, they only have 11, they have 1 mana potentially, but soon we will start to actually use their spells, right? Can we do it already? Probably not, probably not. Glimpse the core. But they have 3 permanents, so that's something we need to be careful of. And this is kinda hilarious. I can go for the Tyrant, but it's not very good for us. What a game! Man, this is magic. Can we do something cool here? Not really. We have some potential, but we don't need to do it yet. Let's see what we get. Oh my god, this is so much. How much mana we have? We can just make an arm of creatures, right? Of dolls, to be exact. Yep, that's the play. That's the play. Alright, let's see the blocks. Our opponent will probably go like this, it's fine. Do we want Smuggler's Surprise? You guys weren't happy with me when I missed it last time, so you know what? We'll do it now. We'll do it now. I don't think we need value. 2 mana is fine. And now we don't lose anything. Alright, and we can use Glimpse the Core, but well, I don't have force, so maybe let's not do it. Alright, 1. We need to discard something. I don't think this is important. Let's just make a lot of creatures. That will make it harder for our opponent. And we can use... Oh, we pay life, man. Of course, I knew about it. And I knew that I don't have forest. Everything is exactly as we should. Oh man, it's highlighted, alright? I'm playing the highlighted stuff. So right now our opponent is in a pickle. He can sacrifice literally anything, and I think that's it. I think that's actually it. Let's pay some life. Let's go for the Blazer. Because I have a feeling that they want to target it and sacrifice triple permanence. Alright. I mean, that's not enough, right? I don't think it does anything here. Yep, that's game. So, I mean, we can smork. There is no downside to it. I appreciate it, man. Where is it? Let's go with whatever. I just want to GG in time, because our opponent was a scholar and a gentleman. Yep. Alright. Yep. That was so cool, man. This is amazing. And I'll tell you, man, we reanimated it on turn 4 and it never stopped. It never stopped. It's still here. Man, this ward is so powerful. Alright, guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want more amazing decks like this, don't forget to subscribe. Alright, guys, we're going first, man. I love this art, and this card is amazing. 2 mana for a 5/5? This is a good stat line. It's also enchantment, avatar, horror, and it looks cool, most of all. Yeah, I will, man, this art, it's, this set is amazing. I'm actually so excited to play this. So let's go with this, and we could start going with this, but we probably will hit something. Let's go for it. Even if we fully mess, it's just a 5/5 later, and we actually hit something, which is great. Man, this type of cards is so cool. I love this design. It kinda forces a long-term play. Still, the bat is still, you know, here to punish us, but I don't think it hurts too much. Like, I can make any play. It's not super important. They probably hit the best thing. This is a nice draw, by the way. So we can go with the Faithful. Yeah, I think they think we don't have removal. So let's keep it. Let's kill the bat, and they will play probably Preacher or something. Maybe something new, we will see. And this is impending doom. Please stop. Really, bro? Really? Discard the card. Sure. Alright, so I think we go for this guy. Because we can take non-avatar, so we will go like this. I don't think it's bad for us, honestly. I think we can absolutely recover. They should also attack first, probably. And this is bargain target for future. And we get more cards. I mean, that's pretty cool, you know? So we can get a creature and, you know, impede more doom, or just commune with evil. But I don't think it's super important. Let's just go with this. Like, getting nice card advantage is fine. And we have a nice target. So do we go with this guy? I mean, let's go with this. We'll probably discard something, but it's fine. Liliana is definitely a bit of a problem, but those guys are coming. And this is such a cool mechanic, and so fitting like the horror team. I really like this design. This is exactly what I love. So, that's it. Our opponent has a lot of possibilities. We don't want to get rid of Rite of the Moth. I guess we have to go for the throat, you know? It doesn't seem our opponent is playing too many creatures, so we just assume that that was a creature and we removed it. Unless they get value from level 2 and 3, it's not really a difference, and they still attack their own hand, you know? Do we go with this one? I think we do. This gives us better draw. I guess it's a creature, but you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what was the better play. Alright, so I could take the big demon. The problem is, what if they can kill this? Son, I can kill this. You know what? I really think we are going with it anyway. So first let's attack, in case they want to, you know, do something here. Keeping Liliana at 3 will also be nice. What? Oh, it's a sorcerer, right? Only as a sorcerer. Okay, that's a little bit awkward. Let's go like this. And we need to take something good here. I kinda like this guy. But probably the doll will be better, I think. Let's try this one. Because on the next turn, we are getting the creature, so if we go for the, you know, the terror guy, they cannot minus to Liliana unless they have another removal. Alright, not super scared. It will definitely keep our hand on the next turn to 0, so we need to be careful. So this is probably our last play, basically.
We all have things
And I mean, that's their last play as well. They have a creature, but not much else. Alright. I mean, we are going with everything. Alright, against Liliana, this is an interesting one, but I think we should be able to survive. Thanks to look at this timing, this is just perfect. They can get rid of one card only. And that means the Terror Eater will eat some terror and lifelink and get us very good value. Well, bro, that wasn't in my hand. I think they messed it up. I made this misplay, you know, at some point in my life. Yeah, they cannot really block because this doesn't really block at all. We can use it, but what cards do we have? I think we just start with this and we see what happens. They do not have any interaction, so we can just keep attacking. And this is amazing. Like, look at this value, bro. Let's go with Faithful. So even if they kill something, it doesn't matter. Yep, cannot block. No, it cannot block. That's why, you know, the Ravenman is a choice. It's a choice. Oh, I think they thought that they can block with this and save Liliana. And that kinda would make sense, right? Because they're doing 2 cards. One of them could be a removal. And instead, it's a very different story.
Whatever.
Well, my friend, you enjoy Liliana, huh? Well, enjoy her here. So it will still be the Raven. That's not the worst for our opponent, but let's go with this one first. And I honestly think we'll Beseech the Mirror and try to get something. I have 0 idea what I will take, but what I know is that we will take something that is super cool. Beseech the Mirror. I can actually resurrect something, right? Yeah, I think this is the play. Let's check what we have in the graveyard. No. Oh, I thought we have this, you know, 6-drop. We could draw a card, but it's probably not the best. You know what? If they pay 4 mana for the Ravenman, it doesn't matter. Because they lose, so let's go for this one. So I shouldn't bargain, but I had no idea what I will use, to be honest. Alright, so they are getting 2 cards, and that's kinda it. They cannot even attack us easily with the Ravenman, unless they use Mishra's Foundry, but that's too slow because they cannot, you know, remove the rest. However, they can target Terror Eater because they have 3 permanents, but then they will lose everything. So yeah, not an easy spot, and oh, they got the perfect counter, but it's not perfect enough.
And I don't appreciate it when people touch my thing.
I actually will go for this. This is good enough. Man, this is such a pain for them. Even, like, top decking a removal doesn't do anything against this card. Alright. So we would probably attack Liliana and face or something like this. And man, again, like, this seems to be really good so far. Alright guys, so this is a very sketchy hand. We don't have white mana, however, we have Bitter Triumph that can discard this, and if we draw a single white mana, it's perfect. And we did? Man, this is perfect. I already love this set. The flavor, the mechanics, the cards, like everything is just great. Alright, so that's it. Bandit. What do you do, bro? Untap triggers 1, so no infinite combos, huh? I honestly won't do anything on this turn because I don't want to show my game plan. I actually want them to think that this is mono black, which we are not. So we kill this at the end step, we discard this and we reanimate it instantly, and they don't have enough to pay the ward. Especially after we will remove something, so I think we won. I actually think we already won, man. But let's see what our opponent is doing. This is some clever deck, like they're doing stuff here. And this stuff will be absolutely killing us at some point. Enters, mill 3 cards. Land into hand. I mean, I'm still doing it, you know? Alright. And now our opponent realizes that, well, something is a little bit off. They didn't get any value except 1 land, so that's not best for them. Yeah, they really want this extra mana. Alright, listen. You know what's happening, alright? I hope you are ready with your 1-1 against our Elder Demon. And they won't have 3 non-lands. They won't be able to target it. They don't have a sweeper. They actually need to outvalue this in a pure fight. So yeah, this might be rough. This might be really rough for them. They might actually scoop to this. On the next turn we can even play this. Or we can just commune with evil, we will see. I'm not sure if we go with this. It kinda creates a lot of buffer, so maybe. Oh, no way it's Liliana. It feels like Liliana, but... Alright, what do you do? No way. No way. Alright, why? Oh, finality counter. Alright, listen, we are going for the hard plan. I actually didn't think, man, really? I think this is like second time I've seen this in standard, ever. Alright, it's fine. It's fine, they came prepared. We'll go the hard way. So what is the hard way? Probably will... Okay, I think I know. Kinda? We don't have another one in the graveyard, so not really. We could try to get another one into graveyard. It might be a little bit too slow, I'm not sure. Let's try with this one. I want to check display. And, you know, see if it's good enough. The fact that we are getting... Man, this card is insane. Like, you instantly get 4 mana, 4-2, in 2 different cards, basically, and then you get a 6-6 on top of this. Like, what the hell? This is so much value. Like, at first I didn't realize that when you cast them with the impending thing, you already get the value on the text, and that makes them insanely good. I mean, all of the Overlords. Even the blue one is cool, we'll try it as well. And the green one, man, ramp into basically a ramp reward. Alright, so our opponent is also reanimating, but he's not doing as much with this. A 7-7. Still kinda scared, to be honest. So I could trade against this. I'm not even sure if I want to. We probably don't, because we can Beseech the Mirror on one of the tokens. Sure, I guess. That means reanimation on the next turn, potentially. Let's not take this. So I can reanimate something, but I don't have targets. How do you work? From your graveyard. Oh man, what is for 4 mana? Maybe we just go with this guy. They don't have trample on anything. You know what? I think it's good enough. Let's try. Maybe we can survive until they flip. I really hope so. Like, it's just 2 turns. Alright, surveil. Man, this where are you? Consumed by Greed was pretty good against what we have. So they basically played a sideboard card against what our strategy is doing, and it absolutely might win them the game, but I'm not sure still. Now we'll start blocking this guy because there's no... I mean, I could quadra block, but this doesn't feel like a great idea overall. I think we just take 2 damage on this turn. Yeah, like getting rid of Lumra basically forever is a big deal. Okay. I want to commune with evil, I think. And then we will see. We can also use Lair for Beseech the Mirror, which is nice. Perfect. So we take this. Yep. Man, this is a draw. And our opponent is like, oh no. And we are like, oh yes. Okay, so white. I mean, we can even discard because we have so much mana. So we kinda need to survive this turn. Alright. And on the next turn we also get this guy, right? So they cannot use this, you know, sacrifice effect so easily. I mean, we still need to sacrifice the highest power, right? Highest power, yep. So it will still hit, but we're getting all the other value really quickly. Rothstein. Alright. What are you taking, bro? They can play it on this turn unless we hit the card, you know? This is such a problem. I don't really want to waste 3 life, to be absolutely honest with you. But discarding this is a big deal. It's a really big deal. I will pay 3 life. I think we can afford it. Oh my god, they have a treasure that I didn't see. That's... Oh, that's an oopsie. That's an oopsie. I didn't realize this is a treasure. What? Okay, I also didn't realize this creates mana. Like, there's a lot of things that I didn't realize. But don't you worry, we are winning anyway. As long as they cannot kill our reanimation target, we are absolutely fine. And now we are starting to get our big guys. I guess they can target it, they have so many permanents. But we can do it twice. Let's not attack. And here's Impending Doom. This shapes up to be a very interesting game. Like, we actually should win this on turn like 5, but yeah, like even this whole mid game after the hard counter to our deck, like we're still in the game, you know? I think they will actually use Go for the Throat on this and just sacrifice this, and probably this. But what can you do, man? What can you do, you know? We'll keep trying because we have another one. All of them are with Finality counter, but we have a lot of them, you know? Okay, first time we're seeing the word in action, but still we have a 6/6, all those Moths, or whatever you are. Insect, it's just an insect. So we can block Lumra, that would normally trade favorably, and they actually wanted to get this value. Is that during my turn? I should really read the card. Alright, during your turn, yep. Alright. Well, I wish we could, you know, get all this value. Our opponent will still have another 3 permanents, so that might be a problem. If they attack with this, they still can defend because of Vigilance, so that's a bit of a bummer. But we'll have more Overlords, so that's nice. I could also Beseech the Mirror and just kill this. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Oh right, they didn't... Man, it took me a while, didn't it? Because they actually exiled their Tyrant. I think our opponent missed it, and I missed it as well, because the demon just exiles everything that dies, you know, during the turn. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. Alright, so I can try to kill it and start attacking and make more. It's not bad strategy, you know? We can even go for the Lair here. That's probably the best idea. Unless, what do we have? I mean, I could hardcast the next one. We only have 2, but we can just go for the Okay, this is probably still better. I really think it's still better. Wait. So, if we're doing it like this, we should sacrifice this. This way we get the most value. Man, it's also enchantment, that's so cool. Alright, so we go for Rite of the Moth. Now we cast it. Now we get this guy. It's still here. It's still here somehow. We could start attacking. It's super ultra tempting. But I think we don't do it yet. I mean, our opponent needs to remove 3 absolutely mythic huge creatures, so it won't be easy. They have so much mana though, so it's mostly about limiting with cards. And right now they don't have draw engine. And if they want to target the Valgavoth, they need to sacrifice their whole board. Like, this treasure is annoying because it's such a cheap cost to, you know, go around ward. I mean, listen, that's the play, right? We could also go double Overlord. But it's such a bad play if they have a remover or something. I don't think it's worth it. Especially that we can attack and get so many tokens for like 4 next turns. This doesn't have trample. And so far I didn't see any way of giving trample, and probably they don't have it. Sure. I mean, I guess. Not the most glorious steel in the world, but you know, we will take it. We'll take it. Let's go for maybe white mana. And we should start attacking here. Man, this actually doesn't have the death touch. But we... Oh no, finality counter. I forgot. My plan was to resurrect it. I forgot. I probably should attack with the fortress as well. Well. That's fine. We got a lot of value anyway, so it's okay. It's okay, I promise. We don't have a single creature in the graveyard, which is rough. Okay, that was a bit of a misplay. I really thought that we can just resurrect it, so I thought, well, I have 3 resurrect spells, so I just keep attacking every turn, just for the lifelink and to pressure, so they need to block the Overlords. But it definitely did not work. Man, this is such a sight to behold. Man, the deck is so consistent so far. It does just so much. And I have to say, Overlords are insane. Insane. Man, you start with a good deal and it only gets better. Okay. I mean, that's a free value for us. Even though our opponent is life gaining, we have many ways to go around it. Man, if that had trample, we would be dead like 50 turns ago. And yes, I could double block, but at every point, if single go for the throat completely destroys my board then. So it's a super risky play. Let's see what we get. That's something, isn't it? That is something. I mean, we can get it back. You know what? I think this is how we play now. This is how... Man, the amount of value you get, this is just crazy. Every attack you get a 4-drop basically. Alright. And I'm not attacking with Fortress because I want to start, you know, resurrecting stuff. And we basically have blockers as well. Alright, so I could kill something. Then they get some value, but... Well, a little bit. I think it's still worth it, man. You know, we keep this one and that's pretty good. I could also kill the small one. But I want to make sure that I can go for like huge board in those 2 turns. Well, not amazing, but what can you do? Alright, now we go with a Swamp into Rite of the Moth. Alright, and let's get it back and get even more tokens. So as you can see, we can... Man, we created like what? 6, 7, 8, 9... 18 in 9 with flying, basically. That's so much. Like, I love those new cards. They are so powerful, so like interesting, because you get the first effect that is already really good, and then you get a final effect that is amazing. Alright. I'm still gifted a card, but not the one I would love to see. We can still keep resurrecting them, so it's not the worst, you know, not the end of the world. We can actually try to outvalue them, but man, maybe we can mill them. They have only 18 cards. Alright, that's the new win con. We are just defending and they cannot kill us ever. I actually think it will work. Like with double Tyrant you are doing so much, it's crazy, and every creature they will play with good stats will keep triggering it. They think it's a good play. No, my friend, this is how you lose. This is literally how you lose. So we won't be attacking, we'll be just defending. The trample is annoying, but not great enough. 15 cards. We can also kill the Tyrant to force like 4 extra cards or something. And we can use 12 mana to resurrect creatures, so I honestly think it should be fine. We can even use the Fortress to defend later. Yeah, they probably cannot attack too much with stuff. Let's go with this guy. As you can see, they cannot do too much to us. And Fortress absorbs so much from Trample. So every big creature they will play will kinda mill them, drawing 3 cards, so they cannot play anything huge right now until end of the game. And those small creatures do not matter super much against our tokens. Like, look at this army, man, and it will be way more than now. Like, go for the throat. That's nice. We can try to force some extra draw from them. I mean, it's ours now. It's ours. Again. Again. Do I want to attack with this? It's not the worst, but I don't think we want. Not on this turn. So I want to make them think that they have more... Well, we could attack, but they're drawing so many cards. You know what? Maybe we can start pressuring a little bit, like go with something like this. 7, they can block only 1. I think that's enough to pressure them into actually caring about our attacks. This way, I hope they will play more into the Tyrant, because that's the only way they are life gaining. Yeah, I think that was a decent play. We have 18 lives, so we should be able to absorb a lot. And they have only 2 tramplers. 3, but this one, you know, doesn't matter too much. And we can block the rest with the tokens, dolls, and the overlords, so it should be fine. Also, if they attack, we have easier time just triggering more tokens. And we have Fortress as well. Yeah, I think we are having a fair shot at this game. The fact that our opponent has so few cards is a big deal. Only 14. And don't forget we can force the draw with this guy. Alright. So, let's see the blockers, shall we? Definitely this. So, do I want to kill this guy? I think we go for the throat here already. I probably want to keep this. Right. This way they draw cards and they still have the Tyranax, not Tyranax, the Tyrant. Yep, they're life gaining, so that was kinda contradictory to our original gameplay, our game plan, but I think it was okay in this situation. And we can hard block on the next turn. Listen, oh, why nothing has 4 power or higher? I think they are avoiding them on purpose. Yeah, they have stuff. However, they also need to make sure that we die. With those overlords, we actually have so much toughness that we can fully buffer a huge attack. We don't have too many creatures, so we might go with the doll on the next turn, just to draw an extra card. Well, not the best draw in the world, that's for sure. So, do I want to attack? Do I want to attack? Against Glissa, probably not. Listen, this is a 6 mana to draw. But it's great, it draws cards, that's enough. That's enough. I think our opponent realized what the game plan is and stopped drawing cards completely. Like, they have Probably most of those cards trigger the Tyrant, I would guess. But we get additional blocker and additional land, which is definitely not what we wanted. Let's go for maybe white mana. Do I want to attack with them? Probably not. I guess I could go with the insects, right? They only block one. Then we kinda have to go with the Overlords against the Tyrant because they will dish so much damage. Right, 4 blockers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the Overlords on the bigger stuff. You know what? I think it's okay. Let's try it. Might be wrong, but we'll try. It's such a shame that we cannot use Overlords every turn, because we would be flooding with creatures. But we kinda have to go with this. Alright, let's set. Pylons, sure. They probably don't want to surveil, unless they have to. Yep, I think they left the card. Yep. Alright. I think they have a big part of their hand completely immobilized, just with, you know, not wanting to draw cards. Untap, sure. They probably want to pay this. Destroy you, lose 2 life. Sure. That's good for them, that's for sure. It gets exiled because of finality counter from the Rite. Well, that is way less toughness, so let's see the attack. They probably will want to be super aggressive here. I guess they're at 13, so maybe we can get something done. Alright. 1, 2. And now we need to think. We actually need to think. So this is already 13 damage. So I guess we have to go with this one. Yeah, not perfect, but kinda okay. This way we avoid a lot of stuff. Definitely Lumra a bit of a problem with this reach. If not that card, we could probably press for Lethal, but they probably also have removal in the hand, so I think we have way less creatures than we think. Revival, sure. Another Reacher. Yep, they're really playing very well. Honestly, they exactly know what we are doing, and they're trying to mitigate the cardo and all of this stuff to minimum. So I'm not sure, we probably have some draws that could give us a fair chance, but I'm not sure exactly what the cards are. Cut down, sure. Okay, that hurts. That actually hurts. So it's our Moths and our opponent. They're at 19, so it will be hard. They actually life gain so much anyway. And all of this game was only due to consumed by greed, because we would normally win on turn 5, and they went for it. That's so many new cards. But they calculated that next turn should be Lethal, so they don't need to care so much. I mean, that's fair. They will probably be right. Alright, the last card. And we honestly, I think we will concede after seeing this card, but maybe there's something I don't remember about. I mean, this is something, but we don't have creatures, right? Yep. I'll give him a good game. That was a nice match. Alright guys, we are going first, and I love this set. This is just so good. It's perfect. So, do we go with the... Man, this art is so cool. Bro, come on. Like, this is a little bit too much, don't you think? Like, don't you think? they stack, right? If I remember, I think each one of them still stacks, so they actually get the full value from this stuff. Let's go with the thing. It's not the worst, to be absolutely honest. We have a removal. We can discard. I mean, we'll go with it, you know? Like, 6/6 is no joke. I mean, can you feel the new stuff? Oh my god, so much new stuff. We cannot tap because we die. So, you know, the usual. If they didn't have a flyer, that would be a bit better, but, like, you know, it's interesting. So, double ley line of resonance. So, alright, cool. So, this one will trigger. Well, are you prepared? Are you prepared? So they will get a card, we don't care. And now we kinda need to do something, right? I want to go for the slick shot probably. This is decent value, but I think slick shot is still bigger problem. So this one can trigger. Now let's see this copy. This should go on the slick shot and that's where we strike. Alright. I mean, this is a start, you know. It's only, you know, 6 damage. Still. Oh my god. Man, if we can survive a single turn, we are winning this then. But can we? Can I go with a doll? And that sounds so weird. Alright, I think we have to go for it. Our opponent will know. If they play Leyline, they've checked the new cards and they know exactly why you have a very big demon in your graveyard. So that's a, I mean, man, that's the future of Magic, you know. So is there trample? Because I'm just, you know, pumping 9 damage on this little creature. I think they kinda, you know, are out. Well. Hello, Mono Red, to new standard. Double leyline, more like double conceit. Alright, you got it. He was a bro, so we will take our win from, you know, numbered mythic Mono Red, and it seems that Leyline loses to our absolute Terror Eater. Alright guys, I will try to make it short because man, this video is super long and I hope it will be in time. I'm just rushing all of this, you know, just so I can edit it, you know, put it on the online so you guys can see it on the same day that we have a new set. So if you appreciate it, you like, subscribe, you know, those things do help. And man, I was like up for like 22 hours just to make this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I really did enjoy this deck. Honestly, it was amazing. New cards seem super powerful. And before we go into the details, I want to say a huge thank you to our Patreon members that are allowing magic like this to happen. So thank you guys. I think today everyone, it feels always like a celebration when the new set hits. So I hope you had fun. So what are the best cards? Honestly, Valgavoth seems extremely powerful. The word means that it very often doesn't die. Like it's so hard to kill this card. One thing you need to be careful is like Liliana. This sometimes does happen. You don't want to see Liliana, but other than this, it's basically unkillable. So I really liked it, especially as a reanimation target. Of course, for 9 mana, it's too slow. You need to cheat it in some way, but it's a great cheat target. So Overlord of the Balemurk, all of the, as I said in the intro, all of the Overlords seems to be absolutely busted. Like it's just so good, man, and it feels like Impending 5 is slow, but when you go like turn by turn, you know, you kill something, you play something, like it really, you know, goes quickly. Like I actually never had troubles in seeing this card used before, you know, the game is over. And the fact that you don't pay for it in the last turn, you just, you know, front load the cost is really big deal because you can time it with other things. So for example, if you want to avoid Liliana, you can reanimate it on the turn that Overlord and also the other Overlord, you know, transform basically. And suddenly, it's not so easy to get rid of the biggest thing. The next Overlord of the Mistmoors, this was also amazing. 4 mana is already a really good value, and the fact that normally, of course, you don't play 4 mana 4/2, right? It's a little bit weak in stats. However, when you know that you get a 6 drop in few turns, and Impending 4 is actually pretty quick. Don't forget you instantly get 1 counter after casting because it's during the end step and not the upkeep. So it actually comes into play very quickly, and it also can be a surprise factor, and you can reanimate it with Rite of the Moth. Something I forgot to mention in the intro, this comes, the creature that you resurrect comes with finality counter. So this prevents, flashback from hitting the same creature, so you kinda need to work for it, but to be honest, you always have target. Even like getting a doll or, the Faithful is just decent, and if you can cast it just for the original resurrect or reanimate effect, it's good enough, especially with those cards. So Live or Die didn't really come into play, so I'm not sure. It feels okay, but of course it's a little bit slow. But the idea was that you can get it for 5 mana at the end step, so you basically instantly get a hit with Valgavoth, so or Valgavoth, the Terror Eater. So that was the idea. Nowhere to Run seems to be like a very good card. It hits stuff, and it is a fuel for all the enchantment synergies. I didn't really use it for this whole hexproof thing, but it's a nice upside. But it's mostly about bear gain and all those enchantment synergies. Yeah, and the doll is absolutely amazing. It draws cards and it also cycles. It discards the reanimation targets. It's perfect. I'm not super sure about Commune with Evil. It feels like a card that fits, especially with the live game, because it gives you this 1 extra turn. So you basically set up for the whole play with this, and then you resurrect or reanimate on turn 4, right? So it gives you this extra turn, so you can get the benefit from all this lifelink. So I think it's decent, but maybe there's something better. Yeah, and I think we won't make it better, but won't make it longer. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like. That was a lot of work, and I just rushed everything in my life, man. I had 0 life today, right? I just wanted to make this video happen, and I wanted to be epic. I hope we made it work. I hope it was fun, and guys, welcome to New Standard, and it seems to be amazing. So that's it for today, and probably see you until tomorrow, because I don't think I can make another one. I really need to go sleep. So yeah, see you guys.